hockey cards. Get your hockey cards. Go to sarniasting.com. Isn't that what they
You're a snake oil
do
salesman?
that at like a, no, it was like baseball, right?
Oh,
Hot
yeah,
dogs.
okay, yeah.
Get your hot dogs.
Hot.
And there used to
Hot
be guys that
something.
would grab those and they'd twist them all up and they'd pass the money down and then he'd go,
Fire it 3 rows down.
right?
Hit a small child.
There's got to be somebody on the internet like taking advantage of that, like
It's-
throwing hot dogs. Here's your wiener.
Have you seen the one where they put it in your pocket?
What
That's
they
a good
put
one.
in your pocket.
Yeah, it's just a prank. You walk up, you put a hot dog in someone's pocket. It's just a raw wiener. Then you find it later when you get home. How did this hot dog get?
No, Connor, I haven't.
okay,
No, I do
I thought that's what you were relating
other
to.
stuff. No. All right.
I thought it was funny.
Well, I think I'm funny too. Just asking. Look at my time.
Love the sweater and hat. Yes.
Yeah.
I ditched the Sting jersey for tonight, but couldn't believe it. But
Yeah. Is that like a quiet protest you're doing there? or
just silent.
Just silent. Okay.
No booing.
It's
Just
not silent now, but
We're still in Canada.
here's a really cool. I wish I could show this to you, but you know, Honey and Buzz out there, and the kids are out there playing hockey at each end.
They're having a flex off there at the center.
You know, and look, yeah, look at the little fella goalie now. He's just stretching it all out, and like he's
The little tykes.
right. He's
I want to
like-
see how big those pads are. The little leg pads. They're probably 2 feet tall. Those little
almost as tall as the guy wearing them.
things. Yeah, no kidding. They just,
Say, let's go Windsor. Who are you, and where did you come from? Oh, probably Windsor.
only from Windsor.
Only from Windsor. All right. Well, first period, though, Connor, let's talk about it. 23 shots on goal before,
It's a little lopsided.
well, but 23 shots before Windsor got one.
Yeah. No.
Don't get me wrong, I want the Sting to win, but I kind of thought we would have saw something a little quicker go in that net.
Yeah. No. I was expecting it. You know, and we talked about the offense. Like, those guys have almost 60 goals combined. And
Right.
surprised they don't have one yet. Just those 2 players that we spoke about earlier. But
Yeah.
Evan has been standing on his head. A Jordan Bennington-esque performance, like
Yeah.
last night, actually looks just very reminiscent. But you allow 23 shots. It doesn't really matter. You can't really say that you played a good period. And you let 23 shots. The goalie did absolutely, but
Yeah.
yeah, the rest of the team is they're on their heels.
Yeah.
They got 5 shots.
We've seen quite a bit of aggression out there, like very early down in the Windsor area there. Like, I don't remember who it was now, but
Yeah,
somebody
I think
got
Filak-
hit, and then,
Filak
the
got
next,
hit.
and then the next one, the guy came in and he
He took care of business pretty quick
it's like,
there. Actually.
wow, I really didn't expect any of that. I mean, I know these two teams aren't friendly, but if I was a Sting, I'd just be playing hockey.
Yeah, well, it was. I don't.
You got to stand your ground too, right?
Well, yeah, you can play as much hockey as you want, but
Yeah.
you play 23 shots on goal. You got to have a spark somewhere. If
Yeah.
you're not going to get a goal, then that's going to be how it is. And it certainly didn't work out.
But
in
it's
his
still,
favor there.
there's an example of, come on, fans, I would expect more noise from that.
It's just because it only went about 5 seconds,
I
and I
get
don't think
it.
he got a single punch in. He
But-
got worked pretty good, but yeah, it was. Yeah, I understand for sure. But it was a quick fight. There wasn't many
Yeah.
reciprocal punches, so I could see why people were a little underwhelmed there.
I can see more
But got
coming.
to appreciate throwing the hands for the team.
Yeah, I can see more coming.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
like
sure.
it's too early to
If they-
not like.
Yeah, if it's another period with another 20 shots, they're gonna get frustrated for
Right.
sure.
So we got a Micah Likes out there. Let's go, Louis Casey. Is that what that is? Yep, Louis Casey. Only from Windsor, but let the best team win. I'll be a good sport. Nah, it's nothing wrong with cheering for your team.
Sportsmanship.
Nothing wrong with cheering for your team. Nice capacity crowd here. I don't know what we got. I haven't got it yet. Oh, yep, there it is right now. There's my buddy Steve.
It's busy. I know that. I could see it.
Do you have an idea?
I'm gonna go 43-69.
Wow, you were really close. 43.97.
Ooh, that was pretty close
Yeah.
actually.
So, I mean, I said 44-35 was my guess because we had, I think, 44-35 at Family Day. So I thought we would at least get that. But still, and again, that goes
That's still
back
a
to
good turnout.
great support from Sarnia. I mean, 600 carpenters here helps too.
Yep. They love free tickets. They'll show up for those.
But I know, like, even if they weren't here, like, I think it still would have been a full capacity because I saw a lot of people in Sting Nation, and I had a bunch of people messaging me, hey, you got tickets, and so people wanted to be here tonight.
Friday night games are like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Lots of Windsor fans here too. They're always looking for tickets.
The score, what's that? Is
1-0.
that Weird Al? Yeah, that's Weird Al. You got her. We pay out the big bucks to get the celebrities here, let me tell you. Ever hear
Not
the
bad.
noise in the WFCU against oh, yeah, like, we've been there together.
Yep, that was a good game.
How's Carson Hall playing? He's all right. He's doing a bit of his
Doing
job
as much
out there.
as he can.
Yeah,
When you're on the low end of the shots.
with what he's got. Yeah. Yes, that's Weird Al. I just saw the Timbits on TV. You're right about those pass. Yeah, right. Connor, what's up with the Canada jersey and hat tonight?
It's a silent protest in the 7-game losing streak, but you got to represent the Canada team last night. They were unbelievable. It doesn't happen very often. I think it was 9 years since the last best on best tournament, the 2014 Sochi Olympics. Since
Is that right?
Yeah, since you've seen the best of the best hockey NHL players play. So people have been craving that for years.
Yeah. Were there many fights?
Not in last night's game. There was none actually.
No.
No.
Okay.
There was all a hockey game.
Well.
Everyone settled in after that first one.
After that anthem.
There were some fireworks. Well, the first game, you saw the first game, didn't you?
Yeah.
You must have hated it.
I was with you, I think.
I loved it.
Didn't we go watch that together?
No, I was in New York. I'm talking
No,
about
I mean
the Canada
the last
game.
one. Oh, okay. I'll be all right.
You're not listening.
I'm tired. Tired of your crud. Hello, gentlemen. Stopping in to say hello. Hello, Tracy. I did get your other message, by the way. Sorry, I've just been busy.
Next year is the Olympics in Milan, Italy. So it'll be another best on best.
Oh, is that right? You
Yes.
get all the info going on.
I'm trying.
Here. You got the scoop. Like, who do you know that I don't?
That's what they call me at work.
What?
Scoop.
Scoop? Because you know everything?
No, actually, because I used to work at the bulk barn and all the scoops on the bin.
Oh, yeah, I think you told me that before, right?
You might hear it tonight. There's a lot of us.
Did you get some good treats out of the bulk
Oh, I
barn?
probably gained 15 pounds.
That's
I think I started
terrible.
every day with an O. Henry.
That's terrible. Well, what'd you think of the pace of this? It seemed fairly back and forth. I mean, the shots on goal don't show that with only us having 5, but
They had the few chances we had. They were quick on the forecheck. There was a great save. The one of 5 shots that hit the net. The beautiful save by I think Cassando's in net tonight, I believe. And that was just a windmill from out of nowhere, and he snagged that puck. So.
Well, and you talk about the few opportunities we had. Those opportunities we had, we didn't even really create, though. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Like Windsor allowed those opportunities. Like
they had maybe backed off the puck a little bit.
Right. We've got to create those opportunities for ourselves, and we've got to set things up. And seeing a lot of good passing out there, just not able to close the deal. But then I see again, we're kind of back to this. I see like a Tyson Doucette trying to be in the right place, and nobody's getting the puck to him. And then other times I see the players trying to get the puck to where it should be, and there's nobody there to pick it up. So I would think that, especially if you're the older player on this, there's got to be some frustration from that. You probably don't go into the locker room and say, hey, why weren't you there? Like, you don't talk like that, I wouldn't think. But on the inside, it's got to be frustrating. Some of these players are probably feeling like they're doing their job and getting it there, and nobody else is. Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure. And I don't think it's just the overagers. I'm sure it's probably a little both ways.
Right.
But it's just when everything's going wrong and everyone's, starts to butt heads a little bit. Maybe not critically, but just a little bit of, hey, I'm out there, keep your head up.
But I always try to say, but what's causing that? Like, my wife, she plays pool, for example. And I've been around the game all my life and watched a lot of pool. And I hear a lot of them will say, oh, I'm just not on my game tonight. Oh, I'm just not on. Like, they'll play their first 3 games out of the 25 they got to play. And they'll say, I'm just not, by the third one, they're going, I'm just not on my game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at that point, it's over. Because you're telling yourself that.
Yeah, you're probably right. If you say it and believe it, you probably will it into existence. And you hope you're not telling yourself.
Well,
that.
I mean, there's skills involved still. I get that, but I mean, if you're saying like, "Oh, I'm just not on my game tonight," well, why aren't you? It's like what's going on in your head? I get it. Playing a team like Windsor, like when you're the young one out there, that can be intimidating.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared walking past them.
Yeah,
You know.
you're looking up at them at the
It's like,
face-off.
"Hi,
Like,
how you doing?
Yeah.
Well, how do you overcome that stuff?
it's just knowing that you're probably a strong enough player to deal
Yeah.
with that, and it's a dangerous game, but they're not going to kill you. Like, you might get a big hit, but you get up and you do it again. I
Yeah.
think that's just having the confidence to know that you can play and not get seriously injured. Hopefully,
Right.
anyway.
Hope they do Four Nations again next year instead of All Stars. See, all about 2027. Here it is.
That's the World Cup. Yeah, the World Cup will be in 2027.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your Nicholas wants to know? What are your thoughts on a coach switch, or what needs to be done to end this losing streak?
Well, we've been in this position before, and that it always seems to come up first. It's always the coach. It's never the players. We have a world-class coach, and you don't want to let him go,
I think
especially
so.
not this late into the season. Doesn't make any
No,
sense.
I don't think that see anything like that happening right now. But I think he's talking about coming into the next season. I mean,
That'll definitely be up to management, but I don't see it. I think he's going to stick with this next year. I think he's still signed anyway. I mean, he can always get fired for sure, but
I don't
if you
see
end
him,
up at the bottom of the standings, it's a possibility for sure.
I don't see him going anywhere.
No, I don't, because I don't see this going much worse. I think we're going to pull out of this, but I do think if you do end up behind Owen Sound and then you're behind Sault Ste. Marie, it's probably in the talks for sure.
Yeah. Did you get your Sting 50/50?
I didn't yet. Nope, I always do it at this period.
You can do it at sting5050.com.
Oh, I know.
Save the trip. Sting5050.com is where you can buy it.
I don't know what we're up to tonight.
$3
Probably
grand?
a good one.
I would think so. You missed it too. Honey was up here earlier. Honey always
You
comes.
always get a visit
Honey,
from the
honey.
mascots.
Oh, honey. I think she likes me.
Honey likes honey.
Honey likes honey. I don't think a coach.
Hopefully Jennifer's not watching.
She knows better. Why is that not working? Okay, here we go.
Take that to me, USA. Yes, yes.
Windsor
indeed.
last year was terrible, but they made a huge comeback. Yep.
They sure did. Don't stop believing. That's
That's
right,
right.
Mom. Like Journey said.
Thanks for putting that song in my head.
I love that song.
It's a great song, and
Well,
I get it.
I'm
but
sure you did it a billion times
when
at
I was a
karaoke.
DJ, oh man,
It's powerful.
it's like that in a
The meaning.
freaking Macarena.
Separate the overplayed from the...
Macarena. Don't care.
Who asked for the Macarena?
I'm just saying, it's one of them songs. Abby's here. Welcome back, Abby, and she sent me a heart. She hearted me. She always hearted me. She never heart. Nobody hearts you. And
How do
Abby,
you can't specify them.
I just did.
So,
Sorry, I left. Where's story you left? Duggar, take that, Team USA.
yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Going tonight. There's a lot of shots on net, but it's only 1-0.
$4,378 is the 50.
Oh, nice.
50.
Very nice.
Thanks, Tracy.
First period, too.
London's losing, eh?
I love to see it. I love to see it.
Oh, that's too bad.
My favorite thing to hear.
This broadcast, we don't even talk about hockey. We just
We're just a London Night hater podcast.
watch in between periods. Thanks, Louie. How's it going tonight? Well, thanks for asking, Duggar. We're losing 1-0. Your favorite newfie is back. Yes, he is. And Abby's helping us out there, trying to get us to 20,000 by the time they come back in 4.5 minutes. Well, a lot of gaps out there on this one, Connor. They just got to tighten up that passing. They got to just get a little more in sync out there. I feel like they're just kind of jumping all over the place. I don't feel like there's a lot of syncing going out there, tripping over their own feet a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of out of system, out of position a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, a little more physical. Like I know it's hard to say when they're monsters, but you gotta lay the body a little more. You let them walk along you on the boards.
Yeah.
Just at least pin them up there. You don't have to have the Scott Stevens open ice hit and knock them out,
Right.
or the Nolan Dillingham. Like
Right.
we miss those hits, but yeah, just rubbing guys out along the boards it's huge. You slow the puck down, slow the game down. I think you need a lot more of that and a lot more driving the offense. Like you're not going to score with 5 shots on goal. They're on pace
Well,
for 69
you might
and we're
score,
on pace
but
for 15.
with 1 and 5, but you're not going to win the game at that.
I'm not,
think
I'm
that's
not,
probably-
I'm not great at math, but if you're a probability guy, then
Yeah. Well,
the more shots on net,
goal,
the more likely you're
the
gonna
more
score.
likely, right? Yeah. How do you? Where are we? If Owen Sound, where are we? If Owen Sound gets stuck playing against London in the playoffs, I'll cry.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
How do you think the rebuild has been? Do you see a bright future for the Sting?
I do.
I do.
Of course I do. Like,
Well, of course, because you're a fan. But
yeah, I'm going to be biased, but we've got great draft picks and rookies who have only scratched the surface of their potential.
Well, we talked about it pregame. We were saying, like, I see a lot of skill on this team, and I think the coaching staff does too. That's why they've been doing some of the things of it, like even Ethan Millette being in the pipes, between the pipes tonight against a strong, the number one team, right? It's like they're here you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throwing them to the
show us
wolves.
show us your leadership skill at that case as well, right?
Yeah. Almost a little sad.
Show
to
us
see,
you're not afraid, and be not afraid. I mean, that's all there is.
That's what they say.
Do you see a bright future? So yes, I would say, and both Connor and I agree on that one. I love Cotter K. Yes, unfortunately, Carter.
Yeah,
he's
too
not
bad.
going to be back.
Very unfortunate.
We're at 20K. Mine says 18, but it always says something different than everybody else. But keep going out there. We'd like to get to 40 by the end. And that's going to be it here on Facebook and YouTube. Connor will be back to join me at the end of the second period, and then I will be going down to set up for a post-game press conference. We didn't do it Monday because of Family Day, and they were skating, but we will be doing that. So thanks, everybody, on Facebook and YouTube. TikTok, don't go away. We're going to go through the whole game here, and Connor, you can follow him, and you can follow me on TikTok for the live as well, and get the behind the scenes. But that's all for now here on Facebook and YouTube. From the Hughes Intelligence Canada Hockey Suite, I'm David Burrows, and my friend Connor Burke, who knows way more than I do. 1, 2, 3,
go Sting, go!